check my microphone before hitting the go live button. But we are back to Hodag. I am still working on Bigfoot in the background. I actually already started printing stuff, and I had to make some changes last night, but those are little tweaks as I'm building. You guys obviously don't need to see the CAD of that because that would really slow things down. I really just put on here the when I do CAD the first time, essentially. Have the weapon assembly mostly created? Who's the other live stream? That's what I'm curious about. And I usually start these before I end up going on live, so I already added the drive motor, or at least the one side drive motor. And this is about the width of current Hodag, or where this wheel is, I believe. But this should be fine. This should be plenty of room, actually. Because I want to do UHMW Jupiter robots. Oh, I'm not familiar with Jupiter robotics. I'll have to check them out at some point. See what their whole thing is. But currently how this is going to end up being mounted, this might be a little bit of an issue. Because the UHMW upright for this is going to interfere with this one. And also, I feel like even though the wires are going out this way, they're probably going to come out this way on this one. Yeah, it's going to be a tight fit. Obvious. This isn't like I set the height of it and the width. The front ways I haven't quite figured out yet. Probably further back than this though. Probably going to stick some ESCs in here in this portion. Actually, I just had a thought. I did not want to do that. I wanted to do top plane, flip offset. Actually, it was 10 millimeters. I'm doing a plane for the floor. Because the top plane I don't use for the floor, the top plane I use for the base plate of the robot. And because I did that, I want to change the mate. Tangent. And instead of the top plane, we're going to do floor. Floor. Perfect. And then that way, for this one, I can also do this to the floor. I feel like this would have been a lot less important if it was like a two-wheeled robot, but here we are. I'm actually going to use the same pulleys as the previous wheels, and honestly the rear wheels I'm pretty sure are going to be the same. I'm not planning on changing much, so I'm actually going to look at old Hodag and double check what I had the center to center distance of the wheels. It's going to be kind of annoying because I'm going to have to quote unquote learn where to put all the electronics because where the motor for the punching mechanism is completely so different. Oh, did I? Oh, I created a. Oh no, the axis is already created. Never mind. I was like, oh, I have to create the axes again. I do not have to create the axes because they are in the parts that I reused. 87.8. I'll probably just do 87. But because I there's way too many sig figs there. What was previous me thinking? Me from about a year ago, I guess, was pretty dumb. Yeah, I've had internet issues recently in my on this computer. What's funny, in the house itself, like on other Wi-Fi devices, I've not had connection issues. Deciding. Oh, I should save. Yeah, I don't know what I. It's better than it has been recently, but damn. I may try to keep this stream short because of the connection issues, but. YouTube is giving me an error too, so it's not a you problem. Yeah, so it's definitely happening on my end. This motor feels high in comparison to this, but then I also realize that this is, I think, lower than it is on the other robot. On the, not other robot, but on the older version. Because I think, because the weapon mechanism is definitely lower on this one than the previous one. Actually, before I get too into that, thinner. It's not going to quite be as, I think over the whole robot might be the same height, but the weapon itself is going to be a little bit lower. Because because of how it worked with the timing belt, there had to be a pulley in the front, and that sort of pushed the weapon a little bit higher, so I'm pushing the weapon a little bit lower. And I think keeping the weapon a little bit lower will probably make it, in and of itself, probably make it more durable, but because the further it's out from everything else, the like harder it's gonna take those hits. What was I doing? Oh yes. I push the punching mechanism to the front. I'm just making sure I didn't just have. I'm not having the weapon scraping against the ground. Pretty fucking close, actually. If it. That's not that close. It's gonna be coming out the bottom of the robot, actually, that weapon. Or like almost coming out the bottom of the robot. Although I might change the floor because I think the. Because the base plate's I think gonna be about 1/8 of an inch. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty low. Yeah, it's definitely lower compared to the wheels. Hmm. Hmm. I forgot I was gonna add the repeat robotics like hub. I think I'm gonna actually insert a lot of the electronics through the back because of how this weapon is gonna be. Getting access through, and a lot of the electronics are gonna be here. I'm gonna have. Actually, I'll just do it. Because currently, how Bigfoot is now, the motors are pushed in from the front, and I'm gonna basically do the exact opposite and mount them through the back, and then the back plate's just gonna, the armor is just gonna cover that up. Or I either want to do that or through the top. Because it's not how I plan it, because I want to use, basically using a bunch of UHMW for this version of Bigfoot. Or Hodag, sorry. Okay, add the new part. No, I did not. Hodag V3. This will be the drive. Drive assembly mount. Yeah, it seems the connection seems, it's telling me it's excellent now, so I guess it's sorted itself out. So here I'm basically gonna have, instead of this mounting to TPU, I'm gonna have it mounted to UHMW. So never mind, I'll get that later. We're actually gonna just do it this way, where I'm using the motor as the sketch plane. We're gonna offset entities, which I know I'm gonna regret at some point, but Actually, instead of doing it as an offsetted entity, I'm just going to actually no. We'll leave it as that. Wait. I damn it. I accidentally needed 3 meters. Because I do want to have this little feature in there because I think it'll be easier to machine. Or no. No, we'll not do it that way. Well, I am going to have to add a fillet in there because this will have to be machined. But I'm going to convert these quick for construction. That way they exist in my little... No, nothing like the what I did with Bigfoot. I think getting Hodag to actually punch and have the drive not die all the time is my current goals with Hodag. It's although I have considered just having a simple vert version of Hodag, that is not happening in this version. If I have a mental break, then maybe, but by mental break I mean like a mental breakdown. Figure out what I'm envisioning. Nope, that's not what I was envisioning at all for doing this. I'll make this to the collinear at the top plane. We're gonna see how rigid this actually ends up being, but we want this parallel. We don't want this that collinear with that, because this is trying to do something different than that is. What am I envisioning with this? Because this is going... Oh, that's not what I was envisioning. Certainly not. Because this is where the top plate is going to attach. And if I want the top plate to be above, we want this to... Oop. I have to practice the face. I haven't seen his Michael from just be a I don't want to. I also don't want to be the Michael from Vsauce impersonator. Be the for the thumbnail. People are like, wait a minute. I might try it for one video. This needs to be... Actually, I realized I'm wrong. That's not how I wanted it. Yeah, we'll delete that for now. Because what I want to do is do step. It'll make more sense soon enough. Because I don't want the mount. Oh, I don't know why I added extra line. This doesn't need to be there. Oop. What the fuck? There we go. So I'll never do it. It is absolutely insane that how much I've gone 2 and 2 in 1 year. It is obscene, honestly. Last time I did better than 2 and 2 was at the event with Jackalope at SEMO. This is... This... I don't know what the frick that was. There we go. Try this. 6. These will be collinear because that's where the back is going to attach to. Oh, this is definitely going to be higher than that. Trying to debate how thick this needs to be. $6 millimeters because it's going to be a 3 millimeter mount plus 3 millimeters for the head of the screw. I think we just also do this for 6. What's this thickness? Leave it driven. Okay, that's going to be fine. Then we're also going to have a hole that's going to be there to mount that to. I don't remember what the hole size needs to be. I'll circle back to it. I'm going to not. I don't think that's not the problem. That's what's the most annoying is that a 2 and 2 record doesn't make a good thumbnail. It's like the least exciting result. Oh, is it going to do mediocre? Or is like it's like, oh, this robot, you will not believe how mediocre this robot is. They're gonna be like, wow. Because it'd be worse if it would be better if it was a bad robot. If it was just actively bad. That's not enough clearance. Okay, that might be an issue. Because just realizing how very average. Yeah, exactly. Like, it creates a very thin feature, which is upsetting. But I guess it's also going to be held together by the top plates, but. A pokey pencil. I don't know. I can't change the DNA of Hodag. Hodag is always going to be a punch spinner. You gotta do that. Five is probably plenty. I'm giving that a little breathing room, mostly because I'm just. Nope. Don't want that to be. That should be parallel. So then we're gonna do some weird shit. I don't know what I'm doing with this, but that's still gonna be parallel to that. I guess I probably just not gonna skunk ape. A pogo. I'm sure the announcer would hate me if I picked that. But go. Did I accidentally make this collinear or something else? There we go. A pogoko. Yeah, I'm sure the announcer would be quite annoyed. Pogoko. You're like, damn it. I don't know what the hell that was. No, I don't like that. I don't like what that does. I'm just trying to make this not be just a solid block of UHMW on the side. Trying to do this, some of this. Omo. I actually have a notebook with a list of cryptids. So I got it. I got all the names covered. Trust me. Okay. So we're gonna do this. Sorry, I'm trying to parallel. Because this is probably gonna need to be about 8. I'm probably gonna end up having to change that because eight's fine, and then we'll do. For that way, we'll go 20. Yeah, it's kind of insane, all the names for different cryptids that they got going. $10mm. Is that actually what I want for once? Billets. That's just so we don't have any stress concentrations. Then we need larger ones inside of here just so we... Or that's almost more for tooling than it is for like stress concentrations. To be specific, these are for stress concentrations. $3mm work? Not deer, Bukit, Monkey Man, ABCs, Timmy from Stout Park, perhaps. Yowie. I don't know. A skunk ape. I was rattling around in my brain for a while. Ooh. I think 10 millimeters is probably realistic, or 10. And we got to do these holes. Yowie in the rod. Not deer. I don't know, I think I kind of like Skunk Ape because it is a bad name. And it is meant to be, it's literally a thrown together robot. Thrown together based off of Bigfoot. It's meant to be feel like a cheap knockoff. Because it is a 4-wheel drive vert. Yeah, I'll save. Okay. That. There. Make them, yeah, they're equal. Whoops, I forgot to actually to dimension them. Whoops. Those are just in random spots. Well, this one looks like it's in about the right spot. To be fair. At least ankle biter. I mean, there's definitely worse name. I'm trying to think of the worst name for a robot. Other than that might be the worst name. Ankle biter. Right? There's like 6 or 7 of those. I can't say I'm that surprised. What did I break? I didn't realize how many ankle biters there are in RC. I'm kind of surprised that there isn't like Bigfoot. Like Bigfoot wasn't taken, or maybe it was. I think if it was taken, there was only like one robot with that name or something goofy like that. And it was like a robot that didn't have a long like history. That's kind of what I most, especially the Hodag and Bigfoot, some of the early ones, I always like to check to see how many robots have, like, if the name's taken. Like, especially depending on how noteworthy the robots that have that name are. Okay, I may want to push the that one up about like a millimeter. Oh no. I guess that's not really an important material loss, but ankle grinder. Yeah, I guess you could say that. True. I'm realizing this is really sticking out a lot. Because of how I'm mounting this. But I guess I'll probably end up using some sort of spacer for it, but damn. This like feels way out there. Let's just wait and see. Also realizing this is a thick ass piece of UHMW. Which is, I guess, good that I'm drilling a good jillion holes into it, but okay. Sorry, I was like, I'm thinking, but I'm not thinking out loud. I'm just thinking about if I need to move anything. because this is definitely going to end up, like I'm going to adjust this dimension so that it goes as far back as this, because this is supposed to go all the way to the back of the robot. How far do you want the drive to be? Yes. Oh wait, nope, that's too far. Gonna be 1-1. Did not want to do a cross-sectional view. Yep, the connection. Well, the thing is, it's hard for me to like directly tell that there's connection issues, because for me, my CAD's working fine, but it's just giving me an error, so it's hard to tell how bad it is on your guys' end. For me. Wait, how did I do these cuts? Interesting. I didn't realize those. Well, there's been a lot of things that are like the same name as Bigfoot, essentially. How was dictating the size? Oh, those holes got to be moved, but... Okay, just so I can check that this is in the right space, I'm gonna move this. I also need to double at some point probably fix whatever error that is that keeps apparently so terrible. Okay, this could probably be pushed up more. I'm just trying to figure out where it came from. I'm trying to remember what... Oh, this is the dimension we're looking for. This is very bad. Almost as bad as 8. I have spectrum. I think the real problem is that... 45 might be a minute. Actually, 45 is probably perfect. Yeah, I need to figure out what's going on with that. I think it's one of these. I've been meaning to actually connect this computer directly to the router, but that's no easy task because it's on a completely different floor. This is my desktop that's in the basement, and the router's on the main floor. And I really don't feel like drilling a hole in the floor. I'd have to get pretty creative. I have enough projects on my plate right now. Okay, so this is how much room we're gonna have for electronics. Debating, yeah, because this bar right here is meant to be the hard line for the electronics. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, this back piece could probably just be straight too, because this is going to be enough for everything to fit here. Just for structural integrity. This is going to break a bunch of shit. I'm just going to break everything, but these distances or actually they kind of do. Ends up being this distance. Actually, cancel. Those distances do still matter. Okay, am I smoking? Are you smoking crack right now? What the fuck? I didn't realize it was a point-to-point distance. Okay, I don't know if you guys see what I'm trying to do. I'm basically trying to have... Okay. Basically trying to do this. I don't think it's an internet connection thing. I don't think it's a I probably need to do a scan on this computer. I think maybe that's what I'll do after this stream. Maybe 40 would be fine. Maybe that's kind of close. Maybe we were right with 38. Okay. Now something else is definitely going to yell at me. Yeah, I have to actually just do the distance on it. Oh, this is going to be, I think, 3? No. 0.5, really? Oh, yeah, because it's 5. Okay, so that's fixed. Okay, now what are we angry about? On the right sketch. Oh, it technically doesn't exist. There we go. I love how SolidWorks likes to pretend something changed even. Oh my god. What? Oh, it's this one too. Like, it's basically the same. Like, it's not like that wasn't the fucking origin. Really, SolidWorks, you're not going to pretend that isn't the origin of the entire sketch that it was mated to? Oh, really? Playing this goofiness. Being goofy right now at SolidWorks. Okay, this one one of those I think I just straight up changed the ooh. Yeah, that one I changed enough. I'm kind of not surprised that that would be broken. Let's be honest. Nope, that's not supposed to be 48, 47. Perfect, straight down the middle. Straight down the gullet. Now we should be mounted correctly. I think I'm... Okay, I think I'm gonna add a fillet there. I might call this stream at an hour just because it is apparently struggling right now. And this is because there's no reason for there not to be that fillet there. Because that hole literally just exists so that shaft can go somewhere. Okay. This is a pretty tight package. That's what she said. But it's gonna be weird because there's gonna be dead space like right here. And not the kind with the aliens. Yeah, there's gonna be like a little bit dead space. Oh, I need to look into what battery I was gonna use. Because I was gonna go down to from 2 batteries down to 1 battery. Because it's probably gonna need to fit in this pocket, but on the other side. And yeah, all the electronics are gonna fit fine right here, but okay, okay, I want to add some new holes to this. Yeah, I'm not sure. Gosh, please. Oh, nope. Equal. So this might want to be a little bit higher then. Don't worry, I'm gonna have to adjust some things. I guess I'll do it this way. We'll do it there, and then I'm going to change that all. So this is, because this is going to be what mounts the uprights. Maybe? I don't know. I have had internet issues recently, so it I'd believe either at this point. How heavy is this part? That's what I'm curious of, because 21 grams. It's not. I'm not familiar with Zephyr. I've not heard of Zephyr, so I can't really answer that. Should probably create a mount for this. Yeah, it's hard. I can't really answer because I don't know anything about Zephyr. Is Zephyr from the same guy? We got trying to offset these. Reverse. So we get that. Debating if I want to bring this all the way to the top and actually use the top plate to mount this into place. So there's a good chance that might be the smarter way to do it. Then otherwise I'm going to end up with probably more screws than I need. So basically we're going to do this. This is not going to be horizontal. This is going to be add relation. Boom, boom, collinear. Okay, I never said to be, I literally deleted to be horizontals. Don't get mad at me, SolidWorks. We might want an extra millimeter. Make these. What I don't want to point. I wanted to make these equal.